couldn't have been more impressive, Post Impressionist in the Manion. Where's he going next?
So we're accepting for the Tancred. But, he obviously had a tough enough race on Saturday. It was a beautiful ride from Tom, but he had to kind of do everything the hard way. So we'll just continue to monitor how he's come out of the run. Really happy with him for now. But yeah, we'll see how he is through the week as to whether we run, keeping options open.
He's backed up once. Can you explain how he went on that occasion and how this is different?
I think this is different because it's just not something we usually do a week. He only arrived 3 weeks ago, which, it's tough enough for them to come off a long flight, 2 weeks quarantine in the UK, 2 weeks quarantine here. Then he's had a week. He's moved house because the Japanese horse has come in. So there's been a lot of kind of toing and froing. I guess it's different down here because it's something you kind of more commonly do. He's obviously run a very good race. He's come out of it very well. But yeah, it wouldn't necessarily have been the original plan, but it's kind of tempting given how he won last week.
What he has done with success, however, is backed up 2 weeks into a race. This gives him 2 weeks into the Sydney Cup. Is that just as important?
Not necessarily, I don't think. Again, it's just sort of monitoring how he's come out of it. We've taken a couple of bloods this week. The bloods have been okay so far. Happy with them. He's moving well. He's put on weight. So I think it's just about seeing how the horse is, and he'll kind of tell us whether it's the right decision to make or not.
Well, on that, what did he go out to do this morning?
We're just keeping it really, really straightforward this week. We literally had a little trot down to the winning post and then cantered a lap on the turf. I like to keep them on the grass. They enjoy it, and he's certainly moving well. So he'll have an easy week this week, whether we're running the Tancred or not.
Gets a penalty, 52 into the Sydney Cup. Were you and the boss happy with that?
I think that's fair, especially with the way he won the other day. And if the weights do kind of move, there's a chance that Tom will be able to ride him as well in the Sydney Cup, which would obviously be ideal.
If he's not, is there a plan B in terms of jockeys?
We haven't discussed it. That would be sort of a conversation between the Williamses and the boss, I'd say.
Is the conversation with you and William this week a lot more because of the chance you're going to be backing up, and is it sort of his eyes and sort of letting him know what this horse looks like, and or at least feeling ready for another mile and a half race instead of those?
Yeah, I just keep them updated, him and Maureen updated on, how he's eating, how he's drinking, which I do anyway. We had a bit of a conversation this morning, but yeah, look, it's probably the same as I would anyway. I try and only kind of bother him too much if there's a problem, which, so far we've been very lucky, touch wood.
Where do you see him on the other horse you brought out for a Sydney Cup? Is he the best chance you've had of knocking off a Sydney Cup?
I think we think so. Sort of the 3-year-olds who've just turned 4 don't have a great record in the race, and both of those horses were 3 turning 4. This horse is 4, just turned 5, and whether that just gives him that bit more kind of maturity, and we're kind of hopeful that might make a difference. The way he won on Saturday, you'd like to think that he'd be better at the trip as well. Again, I've mentioned it before, but we're not overly worried sort of ground wise. So there's lots of things in his favour that could work out well for a Sydney Cup.
Was the Tancred on the agenda when you arrived here 2 weeks ago?
I think it was sort of vaguely on the radar, but I don't think until he won the way he did, I don't think that it was sort of a very serious possibility.
Did that really raise expectations or raise anyone's opinion of the horse?
Yeah, definitely. We kind of, it's always not nerve-wracking, but it's always interesting to see how they run first up, especially because usually ours are coming out of a winter. They've had a long period of time off, and his form is he's got some very good bits of form, but he's got some patchy bits of form as well. So not necessarily raised expectations, but it was good to see him do it the way he did. So we'll take a blood tomorrow morning just to continue to monitor how he is, which is sort of pretty standard. We try and take them pre-exercise. It just prevents them sort of getting funny readings.